bro. Go Cubbies.
You got all the Cubs gear on. You got
Yes,
the
sir,
ring.
bro. Go Cubbies, man. We're going off this
jersey.
year.
You got the World Series.
Got the ring, a little something bling over here, man. You already know.
That's exactly where we're gonna start. So
here you go. Yes, sir.
Cody Bellinger's back, baby.
Let's go, belly
He's
bombs.
He got 80 mil. He got the bag.
Yeah,
Not the
bro.
bag he wanted. He wanted 200 million, which is why it took so long.
Right.
But with him on the roster, where do you think the Cubs are going to be by the end of 2024?
Man, they're in line to win the division in my book. I mean, maybe even the whole thing. But with Belly there, it gives us a very high praise to win as much games as we can, and do much better than last year. Because our main struggle was, runners on scoring position, runners on base with 2 outs, and like not hitting the ball. And if Belly can get us over that hump, then we have a really good chance to win the division this year for sure.
And when it comes to hitting specifically, I feel like Bellinger was the only guy that we really had that could hit the ball, make a crazy impact on that side of the ball. Besides the defense, we obviously know Swanson has a great glove.
Absolutely.
But who else in that lineup do you expect to step up this season? Because Bellinger can't be the only one hitting.
No, of course not. I think Nico Horner. I think Nico Horner is going to have a great year. He might bounce up from the leadoff spot to like the 3rd hole, maybe the 2nd hole. Great contact guy. He's got his power up in the recent years. Not really known for his power. But if he can spray the field, oppo shots, pull shots, up the middle shots, get on base is what you need in producing runs and, getting his on base percentage up and his slugging as much as he can for Cody and for, Swanson and Happy even to drive him in.
Yep.
That'll be great for the team to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, and we got a new manager leading this Cubs team into this season. Our World Series odds are plus 3,500, which is 12th among all major league teams, dude. I'm pumped about that.
I'm stoked this year, man.
How can he manage all these young personalities? Because we got a lot of new faces. We got a lot of unproven players on this team that are still trying to make a name for themselves outside of Swanson and Bellinger.
Yeah, it's a young team that Conso has to deal with, and I think with his experience, he's a veteran manager in the game. He can definitely manage them the right way, teach them some things he's learned in Milwaukee. I mean, he's won a division, 3 out of the last 4 times, and he's a great manager. Took him to the NLCS. If he could get him over that hump and teach him what we need to, he'll be a great manager.
I'm surprised we got him.
4 years. Yeah, me too. That was a shocker, in my opinion. I didn't see that coming.
That might have been the biggest thing this whole offseason for the Cubs was getting that manager. But is he really worth the $4.5 million we're paying him, though? That's the thing. He has no World Series experience.
Nope, not one.
He's made it to the NLCS, but he lost.
Yeah.
So how is that worth $4.5 million as a Cubs fan? And I'm sure you can understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't get it. I don't think we should be paying a manager that much, but I get he's a very impactful guy.
He really is, and he has no World Series experience as a manager, but he did win a World Series as a player, so that kind of helps. But in the managerial aspect, it's gonna be tough. Is he worth that money? Well, time will tell. I mean, he has to take us to the promised land for us to claim that. He has to win us a World Series at least once out of the 4 years, or take us to the championship series most of the time. But
we should have made the playoffs last season.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we just completely
collapse.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we just didn't show up when we needed to. We were blowing leads left and right.
Completely useless.
We had everything in front of us to win, and we just didn't. And I feel like I don't want that to happen again.
No, yeah, but I feel like what happened in September, in the last stretch of the season, was the managerial part of it. David Ross did not manage the team right in that final stretch. He was pulling Javier Assad, absolutely dealing in like the 8th inning, and decided to bring in our closer, who was not that great, and he just blew the lead. It was a 1-0 lead he was dealing. You gotta feel the environment of the pitcher.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta make sure to feel that.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my heart up.